Hello, my name's Blanc, and it's my birthday. I've never had a birthday before. It's fun. Andale says birthdays are special occasions, and I suppose if that's true, then the first is extra special. Andale is my girl. She made me. I asked her if she made the world too, but she said no. I'm not sure if that's true, though. The world seems so nice, and she seems nice. So I like to think she did. Andale's world. It has a nice ring to it. There's lots of things in it, like cars and planes and birds and leaves, and that's just what I can see outside her window. I want to see more of Andale's world, but today we just stayed in her house. She said she was lonely, and that's why she made me. I don't know why she's lonely, though. She's so nice. Maybe she has friends and they're just away. Anyway, she says she always wanted a dog, and that's what I am. I have pointy ears that flip this way and that, a tail I can wag, and 4 paws. I can stand on 2, though. Andale likes it when I do that. She says that I'm better than a real dog, because real dogs can't talk, and I talk. Though I mostly listen, or at least that's what I did today. But I suppose I can't say mostly. I haven't mostly anything yet. I've only been around for 1 day. You have to be around for more than 1 day to do mostly something. Andale told me lots of things. We've just met, but I think we're going to be friends. She told me about her parents. They won't let her have a real dog. They said they'd get her one when she turned 8. But she's 8 today, and they didn't get her one. My birthday is apparently her birthday, too. That's really nice. But she was alone today. I asked her why she was alone on her birthday. She told me that her parents were very busy, that they tried to be here. They really did. But they couldn't make it. She said she was fine on her own. She didn't need a babysitter or anything. She mentioned her brother, but I got the feeling she was still lonely. But she said since I was here, she didn't feel that way anymore. Andale was very excited. She told me about mountains and valleys and fairies and lots of things, and about the big metal tower in the middle of town. We couldn't see it today, though. She'd wanted to see it today, but she said that was all right. She had me, and that made today a good day. When we left her room, I saw a door with a poster of a man I don't recognize. That must be her brother's room. I didn't hear anything from inside. The house is big. It has lots of rooms, bathrooms and bedrooms and all kinds of things. But it seemed really empty. I could hear Andale's tiny footsteps echo as we walked to the kitchen. My footsteps don't make any sounds. Andale isn't very tall. My ears come up right about to her hair. I'm a big dog. She doesn't know what kind of dog, but she says I'm her favorite kind. She told me her mother was a business lady. She wears suits and is very polite. She said her father is the same, but taller, and not a lady. She said their work kept them away a lot, even on weekends. Today was a weekend. Saturday. The kitchen was a nice place. The tiles are different than the rugs in the rest of the house. There's a big window on the wall. Out of that I could see even more of Andale's world. I asked Andale what it was. That big thing that painted her world orange as I looked out at it. It looked like gold, dripping down the street, around the house, like the big bright thing was a cup of gold, spilling out like a glass of juice, knocked over by a giant. Only, it wasn't messy. It wasn't sticky or gooey, either. It was lovely. Andale said it was the sun. I like the sun. I stared at it for a long time, and Andale sat with me. The gold turned to flowers, or the color of flowers. The sky was pink, then purple, then blue. As we watched it, Andale turned to me, her black curly hair bouncing around her face. She asked me if I was happy. I said of course. My tail wouldn't stop wagging. That made her smile. She told me about her world some more, that she'd moved here recently. She thought the house was too big. She missed her old house. They used to live in the country, in a little place. Things were nicer back then, or at least Andale thought so. Her mother used to cook with her in that kitchen. They'd make all kinds of things, sweets and dinners, and the best rolls she'd ever tasted. But they didn't do that so much anymore. Her mother was often away, like today. The house had too much empty, she said. Andale didn't like empty. She liked things full of life and fun and toys and the best rolls ever. But she hadn't felt full in a long time. She said it felt like she didn't have anything. I smiled and said she had me. It was quiet for a moment after that. She leaned on my shoulder as the blue started to push the sun down. I don't think anything's touched me before. I can't touch things, except Andale. And she wrapped her arms around my neck. My first hug. We sat there until the sun set. I noticed her snoring after a while, and I looked around the kitchen once the sun was gone. The only glow in the room came from a cake on the table. I don't know where I learned to read, but I could. The cake said, "We're sorry. We'll make it up to you soon." Andale murmured in her sleep. They weren't words, but I could hear them. I think they were private things. I wasn't sure if I should be listening, but I don't think anyone else would. So I did. She whispered about kitchens and balloons and a woman. I'm not quite sure who, but she sounded like she was nice. As she drifted deeper into her dreams, I felt myself grow fuzzy. I don't think I can be around without Andale. But I know one thing. I like her world. And I like her. Happy birthday, Andale.
This has been a production of Universe in the Box. Stray Ami is written by S. Anon. Blanc is voiced by R. Andam. And Andale by Tenkage. Original music composed by Trevor Hamer. All rights reserved. If you enjoyed the show, please consider checking out our website at universeinthebox.com. And if you'd like to ask a question or contribute your talents to the show, send us a message at universeinthebox@gmail.com. And also, consider making a donation to help out. A portion of all donations goes to help the Animal Care and Control Center of Jacksonville, Florida. Can't donate? Still want to be awesome? Share the show with a friend. Things are only as real as you make them, so please help make us as real as possible. Until next time, goodbye.